Good morning, I'm Lori and we're going to do yoga for the hamstrings. We'll get started on our backs, bringing the bottoms of our feet together, hands to our sides, focusing on the breath. Then bringing the knees together, sending them towards the sky, and hold. And slowly lowering them down towards the mat. And inhaling your right leg in towards your chest for half happy baby. And slowly lowering that leg back down to the mat. Inhaling the left leg. And slowly release. Then bringing your foot up and grabbing your toe, taking it over to the left side of the room. And slowly release. Inhaling the left foot, grabbing that toe, letting the left arm fall to the side. And slowly release. Inhaling your legs in towards your armpits, happy baby. And slowly release, bringing your feet towards the mat. Taking your right leg over your left, bringing your arms around your left leg, and hold. Releasing your legs to the mat, bringing the left leg over the right, grabbing your right leg, and release. Coming up onto our seat, bringing our knees to the mat, resting our seat on our ankles, hands on our knees. Then coming up onto your knees, Taking your hands to your lower back and looking back. And release. Then extending the left leg. Bringing the right leg back. Bringing your hands on either sides of your legs. Returning the left leg to meet the right. Extending the right leg this time, bringing your head towards your knee. Returning that leg to meet the other, coming to your seat. Staff pose. Bringing the right leg over the left. Taking your left arm over your leg, right arm behind your back, and twist. And release. This time bringing the left over the right, right arm over your knee, and twist. And release. Bringing the bottoms of your feet together, reaching towards the front of the room. Then coming up onto our feet, spreading them hip width distance apart. Then bringing your hands to the floor. Slowly coming up to standing, coming into half lift. Coming back to standing, bringing the arms down to the mat, downward dog. Then slowly walking your way back to standing, spreading the feet wide, hinging at the hips, bringing your head down towards the mat. Slowly coming up to standing. Bringing the feet a little closer together. Then turning the right leg forward. We'll bring our head towards our knee. Hands to the floor. Slowly coming back to standing, turning the right foot forward, left foot out, bringing your head towards your knee. And slowly release. Bringing yourself back to standing, taking the right foot forward, left leg back, bending at the knees, then bringing your arms out like airplane wings. Using your hands to help you back up, switching sides, left foot out, right foot back, bringing your head towards your knee, arms out wide. Then helping yourself back up, we'll bring our right leg down to the mat, left leg forward, coming into a lunge, taking your arms above your head. Then bringing your left leg to meet your right leg forward, hands up overhead. And slowly release, bringing your right leg back down towards the mat, taking your left forward, then coming down onto your elbows. Coming back up, switching legs, right leg forward, elbows down to the mat. Then bringing your legs together, slowly coming up to standing, forward fold. And coming up to mountain pose. And we'll come back down onto our seat, sending our legs forward, bringing our hands towards our feet, and reach. And release, coming up onto our toes. Then bringing our hands to heart center. Hands to the mat. Forward fold. Slowly coming back up. Bringing hands to heart center. Spreading the feet hip width distance apart. Sitting back like you're sitting into a small chair, hands overhead. Then straightening back up, forward fold. Half lift. And release. Planting your hands at the top of the mat, stepping back to plank pose. Hips down to the mat, upward dog. Pushing back to your knees, flipping the toes under, down dog. Then walking yourself up to standing. We'll bring the right foot forward, left foot back, warrior one. Planting your hands at the top of the mat, stepping back into a plank. Upward dog. coming back to your knees, flipping the toes under, down dog. Coming up to standing, left foot forward, right foot back, warrior one. Plant your hands at the top of the mat, step it back to a plank. Up dog. Coming to your knees, going to down dog. Then walking your hands up close to your feet, coming into a half lift. Forward fold. Slowly coming to standing, spreading the feet hip width distance apart, chair pose. Slowly coming up to standing, letting the arms fall down to the sides, mountain pose. Putting your weight in your right foot, bringing your left to your calf or your thigh, hands above your head. Slowly release, letting the arms fall down, placing your weight in your left foot, bringing your right foot to your calf or your thigh, arms above your head. And slowly release, letting the arms fall down with feet hip width distance apart, sitting back like we're sitting to our chair, bringing your hands together, taking a twist to the left. Coming back to center, then twisting to the other side. to standing. Then coming into down dog. Walking your feet towards your hands, then spreading the feet wide, wide leg forward bend. Slowly coming back to standing, bringing your feet together, bringing the right leg out, left leg forward, hips back, bringing your right arm towards the mat, triangle pose. Then bringing your left arm down to the mat, taking the right leg forward, bringing your right arm up towards the sky. And release, switching sides, right toes forward. Sing your hips back, hand down to the mat. Then turning your toes forward, right arm down, left arm up. And slowly release, bringing yourself forward. We'll put our weight in our right foot, lifting the left leg towards the back of the room. Warrior 3. And release. Then coming to the left side, taking the right leg towards the back of the room, arms out wide. And release. Putting the weight back into your right foot, bringing your right arm towards the mat, left leg facing forward, then bringing your arm up overhead. And release, switching sides. Putting your weight in the left foot, left arm down towards the mat, right arm up. And release, bringing your feet back together, coming into mountain pose. Then bending the right leg, grabbing your toe, taking it forward and then to the side of the room. And slowly release. Weight in your right foot, grabbing that big toe, sending it forward and then out. And release. Putting your weight in your right foot, bringing your left foot towards your seat, right arm overhead. And release. Switching sides. Weight in your left foot, grabbing the right, hand overhead. And release. Putting the weight in your right foot, grabbing the outside of your ankle, kicking back. Slowly release. Coming to the left side, grabbing the outside of your ankle, kicking your foot into your hands. And release. Bringing the feet back together. Putting your weight into your right foot, bringing your leg up and grabbing underneath your feet, then sending it forward. And release. Weight in your left foot, grabbing the bottom of your foot and sending it forward. And release. Coming to mountain pose. Then bringing your right shoulder towards the left. Then reaching your right hand behind your back, left hand towards your fingers, and hold. And release. Bringing your left arm across and hold. Then left hand overhead, right arm towards your hand, and hold. And release. Coming into some shoulder circles going forward. And back. Then taking the right leg forward, left leg back. Bringing your right arm on the other side of your right leg, left arm towards the sky. Slowly coming up, switching sides, left leg forward, right leg back, left arm by your foot, right arm overhead. And release, stepping the feet together. Then bringing your forearms down to the mat, flipping the toes under, sending your hips towards the sky. Then bringing your leg down to the mat, bringing the left leg back, right leg forward, bringing your hands out and twisting to the left. Then bringing your left leg back to meet your right leg forward, twisting to the right. Then bringing your left to meet your right, coming onto your side, bringing your forearm down, coming into a side plank, and lift. Slowly coming down and switching sides. And lift. And slowly come back down to the mat. Coming back up onto our knees. Sending our hips forward, we'll reach for our heels. Slowly coming back up onto our knees. Then bringing the feet back. We'll bring our head down to the mat, hands out wide. pushing yourself back into a table, then bringing your right knee to your right wrist and your ankle towards your left hip. Then bringing your legs back to a tabletop position, left knee to left wrist, your ankle towards your thigh. Bring your feet around, sending them forward. Bringing your arms up overhead, reaching for your feet. Then coming back up, we'll bring our right leg over our left. Then bending forward, bringing your hands towards the mat. And release, bringing the left leg over the right, hands down towards the floor. And release, coming up onto our hips. Upward dog. Then lowering down, turning onto our back, bringing your feet hip-width distance apart, setting up for bridge. We'll lift our hips to the sky, hands clasp underneath, and lift. Slowly coming down, one vertebrae at a time. Then bringing your right leg into your chest, left leg out towards the mat. Bringing your right arm down, using your left arm to take your knee towards the right side of the room. Bringing both knees back into your chest, hanging on to the left, lowering the right. Letting your left arm come to the mat, taking your knee to the right side of the room. Hugging both knees back into your chest. Bringing your head towards your knees. Then sending your legs towards the sky for one last bit of effort to scissor cake them down to the count of 10. And when your feet reach the mat, allowing them to fall to the sides. As your hands fall to the sides, congratulations, you've made it to Savasana. We'll start to bring movement into our fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. And when you're ready, turn to your favorite side to come to seated. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.